What's happening? Lee Hayward here, and I'm just checking some YouTube comments. And yes, I do actually check the comments to these videos, in case you're wondering. And one comment in particular kind of stood out, and this one is from Big L. And Big L is saying, "Nice video, Lee. Why not make a car video again?" Well, very appropriate question, because just this past weekend, we had our first autocross event of 2015. It was a test and tune event over on the Bell Island airstrip, and I got the Camaro out, dodging some cones on the old runway, and it was a heck of a lot of fun. So let's just head on out into the garage now, and I'll show you some of the modifications that I've made to the car to make it handle better, and some of the future modifications that I have in mind. And I'll even show you some footage from this weekend's past races. So let's go on out into the garage. Come on, Sash. Sash is going with us too. Yeah, come on. Come on, yeah, you can go out. Oh, Sally's sitting in the chair. Come on, you coming? Hi, Sally. Come on. There you go. You're some sweet, you are. Yeah. Yeah, say hello. There you go. Alright, there we go. My orange tank, the beast. Now, alright, so for anybody who is familiar with the Camaro, and especially the earlier generation of Camaro, the earlier models of the 5th generation is what I'm trying to say. They are a very powerful car, but they understeer like crazy. So you really have to make some modifications if you want to take them out onto a racetrack or to an autocross event or anything like that, in order to reduce the understeer and make the car have better grip and better bite on the track. So I put stiffer sway bars on the rear and on the front, and that has made a huge difference. That was my first modification ever, was a stiffer sway bar on the rear. I don't know if we can get down and see it. Let's have a look, see. It's kind of hard, but hey, see if the camera can get in there. So there, the stiffer sway bar right up there. Jesus, I can't get in there. That one right there. And that one's on the, that's an adjustable sway bar, and it's put up on the stiffest settings. So that made a huge difference in reducing the understeer. The next upgrade for back here is I'm going to replace those end links right there, because those little tiny thin spindly end links I'm going to replace them with some aftermarket ones that are way thicker and stronger. So that made a huge difference. Let's go up. I don't know if we can get in to see the front ones. But, the front sway bar right there, that's been replaced with a much stiffer one. Again, that is adjustable, and you can see the 3-hole setting there. So I actually put the front sway bar on the softest setting, which is still 100% stiffer than the stock sway bar. So that helps to solidify the front end, plant it more, and it also helps to control some of that understeer. Oops. Alright. In addition to that, the next modification that I made, and these are all just bolt-on modifications, I mean nothing major. Anybody you know, a novice wrencher such as myself can do these modifications. So you don't have to be, you know, a mechanic whiz to do these. Alright, the next modification I made was put in this big ass heavy strut tower brace, and this has made a huge difference. It helps to solidify the whole car and just again helps to reduce that understeer, because when you solidify that front end it just bites to the and sticks to the pavement, whereas before it would still slide. So it makes the car feel really stiff and solid and just handles really well. So I'm happy with that. And all these I've been using BMR sway bars, strut tower brace, and like I said, it's made a huge difference. If you have a heavy muscle car, I definitely recommend those, especially that strut tower brace if you don't have it, and again the sway bars, especially the rear sway bar. If you haven't got that, then your car is going to push like crazy. What else have we got here? Cold air intake, and also got it, there's a catback exhaust as well, and computer tuned. So it's pumping out just under 500 horsepower at the crank. Like I say, you can't even put all that 500 down on the autocross course. You need to focus on the suspension upgrades in order to really handle even the power of a stock V8 Camaro. Now this next portion of the clip right here is shot right after I installed another modification, which is a rear chassis brace. And this basically bolts on right underneath the car, just bolts onto the factory hole, so it's a very easy installation if anyone wants to do it, and makes a huge difference in just stiffening up the rear of the car. So I think the combination of having that front strut tower brace to help stiffen up the front of the car, and this rear chassis brace to stiffen up the rear end of the car, will really help it to have extra traction and just more stability when taking those turns in an autocross course or on a racetrack. And right there you can also see the pipes for the exhaust. It's basically just a straight pipe exhaust going right back there, and it gives the car a nice sound and adds a lot of horsepower as well. Now, other modifications that I have planned. Right here I've got a box of new springs. These are 1-inch lowering springs. Again, they are BMR springs. I'm going to put those in when I get a chance. And in addition to that, I got some other goodies here. New sway bar end links. These again are BMR sway bar end links. This is for the front to replace those little thin spindly sway bar end links that come stock on a Camaro. Now, in case you're wondering why I have a stove in my garage, that's actually for one of my rental properties. Because outside of this online world, I actually do things in the real world. And one of those things is I own and manage rental properties here in Newfoundland. So I have 6 rental apartments that I own and manage. And this stove is going to go into one of my rental apartments very soon. But for the time being, it's serving as an extra shelf in the garage. Those are the modifications I've made thus far. And I'm sure as time goes on, I'll be making some more. But without further ado now, let's just head on over to Bell Island on the airstrip, and I'll show you some of the best runs of the day. So, enjoy. Yeah, this sucks. Alright.
Alright, give her shit. Holy shit, that was wicked. So the sharp onesie is like all over the seat here. All right, give her shit. Holy shit, that was wicked. So the sharp onesie is like all over the seat here.
That was a good run.
So that's what torque feels like.
That was my best run yet.
That felt wicked, man.
And she doesn't understeer now.
Man, the car feels fantastic.
Actually, I'll park down there. That's where my stuff is. Yes, stiffen the sway bars. Got that strut tower brace up front.
Man, what a difference.
Huge difference.
The car, you got lots of grip. It comes around. It just feels pretty well set up now.
Thank you.